"So, what can we do?" said Dickie irritably. "Take it back and tell him it's not good enough for us?" We watched the fire eater blow another balloon of flame while the small boy hurried from driver to driver, collecting a peso here and there for his father's performance. Dickie took some Mexican coins from the slash pocket of his denim jacket and gave them to the child. It was Dickie's faded work suit, his cowboy boots and curly hair that had attracted the attention of the tough-looking woman immigration officer at Mexico City Airport. It was only the first-class labels on his expensive baggage and the fast-talking of Dickie's counselor friend from the embassy that saved him from the indignity of a body search. Dickie Cryer was a curious mixture of scholarship and ruthless ambition. But he was insensitive, and this was often his undoing. His insensitivity to people, place, and atmosphere could make him seem a clown instead of the cool sophisticate that was his own image of himself. But that didn't make him any less terrifying, as friend or foe. The flower seller bent down, tapped on the window glass and waved at Dickie. He shouted, "Vamos!" It was almost impossible to see her face behind the unwieldy armful of flowers. Here were blossoms of all colours, shapes and sizes. Flowers for weddings, and flowers for dinner hostesses, flowers for mistresses and flowers for suspicious wives. The traffic began moving again. Dickie shouted, "Vamos!" much louder. The woman saw me reaching into my pocket for money and separated a dozen long-stemmed pink roses from the less expensive marigolds and asters. "Maybe some flowers would be something to give to Werner's wife," I said. Dickie ignored my suggestion. "Get out of the way!" he shouted at the old woman, and the car leapt forward. The old woman jumped clear. "Take it easy, Dickie, you nearly knocked her over." "Vamos! I told her, vamos! They shouldn't be in the road. Are they all crazy? She heard me all right." "Vamos means, okay, let's go," I said. "She thought you wanted to buy some." "In Mexico it also means scram," said Dickie, driving up close to a white VW bus in front of us. It was full of people and boxes of tomatoes, and its dented bodywork was caked with mud, in the way that cars become when they venture onto country roads at this rainy time of year. Its exhaust pipe was newly bound up with wire, and the rear panel had been removed to help cool the engine. The sound of its fan made a very loud whine, so that Dickie had to speak loudly to make himself heard. "Vamos! Scram! They say it in cowboy films." "Maybe she doesn't go to cowboy films," I said. "Just keep looking at the street map." "It's not a street map. It's just a map. It only shows the main streets." "We'll find it all right. It's off Insurgentes." "Do you know how big Mexico City is?" "Insurgentes is about 35 miles long," I said. "You look on your side, I'll look this side. Folkman said it was in the centre of town." He sniffed. "Mexico, they call it. No one here says Mexico City. They call the town Mexico." I didn't answer. I put away the little coloured town plan and stared out at the crowded streets. I was quite happy to be driven round the town for an hour or two, if that's what Dickie wanted. Dickie said, "Somewhere in the centre of town. That would mean the Paseo de la Reforma near the column with the Golden Angel. At least that's what it would mean to any tourist coming here for the first time. And Werner Folkman and his wife Zena are here for the first time, right?" Werner said it was going to be a second honeymoon. "With Zena, I would have thought one honeymoon would be enough," said Dickie. "More than enough," I said. Dickie said, "I'll kill your bloody Werner if he's brought us out from London on a wild goose chase." "It's a break from the office," I said. Werner had become my Werner, I noticed, and would remain so if things went wrong. "For you it is," said Dickie. "You've got nothing to lose. Your desk will be waiting for you when you get back. But there's a dozen people in that building scrambling round for my job. Ugh, this'll give Brett just the chance he needs to take over my work. You realise that, don't you?" "How could Brett want to take your job, Dickie? Brett is senior to you." The traffic was moving at about 5 miles an hour. A small, dirty-faced child in the back of the VW bus was staring at Dickie with great interest. The insolent stare seemed to disconcert him. Dickie turned to look at